Well, the summer of signings continues for the Iowa Heartlanders. And as we're doing a few times this summer, catching up with some of the new guys, some of the returning guys. And today we're highlighting one of the new faces, forward Davis Koch, who joins us after playing the last few years overseas. Davis, nice to meet you. Nice to have you on. How's everything going back in British Columbia where you're at right now?
Yeah, I know it's good. It's good to be on and talking with you, David. Yeah, things are good. I can just kind of enjoying my summer, enjoying some sunshine, and obviously in the gym training and everything like that. But no, it's just nice to be back home, and I'm excited to get there.
I know a lot of our fans have at one point maybe visited the Pacific Northwest. I'm not sure if north of the border. I've been lucky enough to be up there, did the grouse grind, did all that kind of stuff
Yeah,
in the Vancouver area with the time I went up there. So it's a really beautiful area. A lot of hockey players, a lot of hockey people around. What was it like? What's it like being there in the summer, having lived there for a lot of your life as well?
yeah. It's nice to come back in the summer and see my friends. And like you said, there's hockey everywhere. Throughout the entire summer, there's always ice and skating and training and all that kind of stuff. But it's nice too just to be able to enjoy Vancouver, enjoy the nature and things like that. Like you said, the grouse grind. I think I'm going to do that with a couple of buddies on Saturday, so that'll be fun. Get up there, get up the mountain, and just enjoy the view.
Your time's better than allow the fans to Google it. Your time's probably a lot better than I did it, but still great. It's great time out there. So how'd
Yeah.
this all come together? You played the last few years overseas. You played your entire pro career overseas. You've never really played in the Midwestern United States before. So how'd this all happen?
Yeah, I mean, I was thought I was pretty lucky after junior being able to go right over to Europe and do that, and then I ended up being with Danes when I was over there, and we we stayed in touch over the last couple of years. He was the captain of the team my very first year pro, so I knew him, and then he kind of stayed in touch with me and was kind of feeling out. I thought maybe it was time to come back and try and just give it a shot over here. I think if I kind of lived out my entire hockey career in Europe and never really gave it a shot in North America, I might regret it. So I'm kind of coming over and just giving everything I have this year and just try and carve out a career over here.
And you mentioned Derek Damon. Yeah, that was his last year pro.
Yeah,
Was your first year pro, and then Mike Knob was also on that team who just
yeah.
the Heartlanders. I've heard some awesome stories about Mike. I know you guys played there for that year, so I'll ask you for the Mike Knob preview really quick. What's he like? What was it like playing with him a few years ago?
He's the best dude. He's like Mikey was. He'll do anything for you on the ice, off the ice, whatever it is. He'll have your back no matter what. And that's the kind of people I like being around. And like I said, he's actually the one. He's coming this weekend with his brother, so we're gonna do the girls grind. He's coming from Winnipeg to Vancouver on Friday, and then we're gonna hang out on the weekend, do the girls grind together Saturday, and then just catch up a little bit. So yeah, I know he's the best. I'm so excited to be on a team with him again and just to be able to reconnect, and it's gonna be awesome.
Our fans are still learning the landscape in a lot of ways. You played in the DEL, the Del 2, which is the second German league, but played in both, and both are really good hockey. So explain for our fans that are still learning about players like yourself that have experienced that. What's the hockey like in the Dell and in the Dell 2, where you spent the first 4 years of your pro career?
Yeah, the hockey's for sure a little bit different. I think obviously the ice is a little bit bigger over in Europe, so that gives a little bit of a change. It's a little more, I would say, flowy hockey possession and things like that. I think the hockey you see over in North America, obviously I played junior hockey over here, so that's kind of what I grew up playing to. And I think even for me going over to Europe my first year, half that year, it takes a little bit to get used to playing hockey over there, but it is fun in certain ways. But it's weird. It is different. It's the pace is a little bit different. There's always the more space and things like that. The contact is a little bit less. So it'll be nice to come over and just change it up and get back into the mix of it. Obviously, there's less games over there as well, so the schedule is a little bit lighter. But I'm kind of excited to get into a few more games, a few more road trips with the boys. I'm really looking forward to that.
What do you know about Iowa City area that helped convince you that maybe this was the spot as opposed to another spot in the ECHL?
Honestly, about the talent, things like that, I wasn't too familiar. Obviously, I know that the school is there, which will keep it kind of busy and fun. But it was mostly just to do with Derek. I was see someone who I really trust, and I don't know if I would have come back for anyone else. to be honest, except for someone like that being in that position. So I was just honestly really excited to come work with him, and he sold me a little bit on the town as well, and to have Mike now coming with me as well is going to be awesome.
That's pretty high marks for Derek. I'll make sure we play that portion of the interview over, maybe like on repeat your first day, just like, hey, just a reminder, you said this about me.
Yeah.
Derek's awesome, and he was excited when we told him today that we are going to be talking to you. Couple more real quick ones. I know you mentioned trusting Derek a lot. Who else as you were going through the process, who else did you talk to? Family, friends, anyone that kind of helped you as well?
Yeah, there were just a couple of players, honestly, that I'd played with in the last couple of years in Europe. One guy who I played with last year, he kind of did the same thing. He came back for a few years and then went back to Europe, and he said for him it was really nice to come back and get back in that mix and just have a little bit of a change as well. Sometimes, you need a little bit of a refresh or something different. And then I think that kind of swayed me. And then obviously just wanting to be kind of back around, yeah, in North America and just change it up. Like I said, I mean, it's definitely the lifestyle in Europe is different. It's a little bit slower pace, and like I said, the schedule is a little bit lighter. But I want to be playing games more. I want to be traveling around in the bus with the boys and things like that. Those are the best times. So I'm really looking forward to.
You had a really good career in Europe too, in the Dell too. Scored a lot of points. Helped be a part of some really good teams there. So for our fans, what kind of player do you think of yourself as stylistically?
Yeah, stylistically, I think it would be kind of a two-way playmaker type of player. I think I've always tried to pride myself on being good defensively and helping out back there, and then obviously that kind of portrays to some offense, and just being good with the puck, making good choices. I think pretty simple. Yeah, I'm not gonna be super flashy in any ways, but I think I like to make some good plays and kind of set guys up.
Davis, we really appreciate you taking a few minutes. Excited to get you to town. It's just a couple months away. I know it's early July, but we'll be here before we know it. So thanks again.
Yeah, no, thank you.